All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Welcome in, whether you're tuning in live or tuning in via playback. Are we lagging? We good? We good. Round 3, little round 2 recap, but round 3 of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. We are lagging a little bit. Let's make sure we're dialed here before we get into the vibes. What's going on, Wi-Fi? Can I get a confirmation? In the chat that we are okay? Or are we going to have to shut it down? It's never happened before. I'm just going to run with it. It just came to me. So I'm going to go with it. I fear that I am lagging. This is why I've been recording recently. Because the lags are upon us. Wi-Fi. We should be connected. So I'm just going to go. I am just going to go talk round 2 recap and then round 3 predictions, projections, everything in between ahead of tomorrow's round of golf from Detroit Golf Club. We saw a ton of action today. Cameron Young, Patrick Cantlay, who else? It was Cameron Young, Matt Wallace, Davis Riley, Michael Thorbjornsen, Marco Penge all shoot rounds of 6 under or better. Cameron Young with the highlight round of the day, a 9 under 61 to just really get back into business, take the tie for 36-hole lead after a 69 on Thursday. Looking at how these guys did it, we saw a little bit of both. Here we go. Screen is shared right there. You can see the rounds of the day. CY, Matt Wallace, Davis Riley, Michael Thorbjornsen, Marco Penge. We saw more good stuff. We saw more driving accuracy lead to looks, lead to opportunities. And although this wasn't like the overwhelming narrative going into the week, I did talk about how approach is the key separator around Detroit Golf Club over the last few years. I know guys have bomb and gouged it, but if you are dialing into that approach, if you're dialing into the opportunities, you're going to get a ton of chances. And with those renovations came more chances and more of that profile leading to success. Anytime Cameron Young is doing this right here in one round of golf, I mean any golf course, but on a golf course like Detroit Golf Club, is hitting 12 of 14 fairways, gaining strokes on approach, gaining strokes around the green, and gaining strokes putting. He was almost top 10 in all 4 major categories, which would have been quite special from CY. But this is the profile that we were going with. Matt Wallace was a bit of like crazy short game today. I don't love this profile going forward, but what we are looking for going forward is more of that driving accuracy, hit fairways, and lean into the approach play. I know we saw Thorbjornsen and Young and Penge have some of the rounds of the days who are all plus distance guys, but you don't need to be. Ricky Fowler's up there. Like I said, Matt Wallace is up there. Michael Kim's up there. Peter Malnati's still up there. Chris Kirk with 2 good rounds. Davis Riley, not the longest guys in the world. So I don't think you need to be the longest guys. I'm very much focused on accuracy over distance right now. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the wave split we saw today. We got the wave split right today. It was about a half stroke easier in the morning. Which is kind of what we expected. Looking at the weather for tomorrow, it's looking like we're going to get some PM rain. So there's 2 things I want to touch on when looking at this weather. We see 7 a.m. to around noon, it looks okay. Then around noon, we're about to get like very minimal rain, but rain nonetheless. So you might be thinking, all right, it's going to rain. Let's stack the AM. There's a few reasons why I don't think that is the best idea. First of all, we are through 36 holes now. The better players are technically going out in the afternoon, going out in that worse weather. Secondly, if there is a small bit of delay, if there is even just a little bit of rain, rain is not an enemy of the golfer. Rain sometimes helps, makes everything a lot softer, makes the fairways wider, makes you holding greens a lot easier. So if anything, if they're playing in this 0.2 inches of rain, enough rain to keep the golf course playable, it could help the guys in the afternoon. So I might want to go with a sneaky PM AM stack, but I'm probably going to be playing a little bit more balanced because guys are going to still go out in the morning when it's a little bit less calmer, we're a little bit calmer with the wind, and post some decent numbers. So I am hitting that. I'm not hitting any stack specifically, but if I had to jump on one, I might sneak on a PM AM. That's what I'm thinking about for the weather. In terms of contest selection for tomorrow, PGA Tour Showdown, $100 single entry. I love this 155 max. One entry, 55 max, pays 1,100 up top, and then 11th place gets 200. So that's better than that 10% number we usually look for at 10th place. We get this 9th through 11th. So I love this contest. You only have to beat 55 other people. You only have to beat 44 other people to get in the cash. I know you can beat 44 other people. I can beat 44 other people. If I could do it, you could do it. And with the help of these tools, with the help of the Showdown Stone, which is right here, this was today's, with the help of the Showdown projections, with the help of the PGA Showdown Slate Station. I'm kind of ducking her head because I got this light in my way that's kind of making it weird. I will say right now, the PGA Showdown Slate Station is already up. All of my plays and core is up on the thing already, up on the Slate Station. So use the station, use the stone, use the projections. Between all three of these things, you're going to put it into SaberSim. I like to take a few names from each, put it into SaberSim, and build me some lineups, whether that's one lineup, whether that's 5 lineups, whether that's 100 lineups. Join that nation if you just want the golf. Single sport, PGA plus optimizer. You see it ticking at the top. Code Boots. Code Boots gets you a free week if you have never joined yet. If you want every single sport, NFL is coming up. MLB is in full swing. All access plus optimizer. You get SaberSim. You try it all for a week with Code Boot. So what I am looking for round 3 is potential PMAM stack, but mainly I want guys to hit fairways. I want guys to show me they can spike on approach. Short game and not the end of the world, but if you're having a bad putting performance through 2 rounds, like the thing with Donald Ross greens, we have him again next week at Wyndham. It's like you're either good at them or you're not. It's like it's greens that we see year after year. I know there's a bit of a redesign this year, but anytime Donnie Ross is in the picture in terms of putting, some guys have it, some guys don't. So I don't really want to chase guys who have proven 2 rounds of bad putting. I don't want to chase that. I don't care if you're having that. And also on the other end of that, we see guys have like +8, +10 putting performances on Donald Ross courses. So I'm not scared to chase a hot putter because sometimes they get hot on these Donnie Ross courses and they really make it happen. Also, little shameless plug right here. Like while I'm just like in the mix of things, while I'm vibing, you see the shirt right here? Go to the site, vincerix.com, and grab one of these steel toe boots shirts. They're still available. They are still available and they are fresh. A lot of my friends have them. They wear them to the bar and the ladies are like, where did you get that shirt? What does Vincerix mean? And you just tell them, like, you got to be a ball knower to know. You got to be a ball knower to know. So help support me, help support the brand. It's clean, it's clinical, doesn't do too much. Shout out Pittsburgh too. This is for the US Open at Oakmont last year. Now it's time to talk about the players. Talk about what we were looking for. Accuracy, spike on approach. Let's get into it. So here we see the stats, the leaderboard from 2 rounds of golf. I like to not look at the leaderboard. I like to just look at the numbers. Now this is a nice profile. Gaining 2.5 on approach. Sorry, 2.5. Yeah, on approach, 2.5 off the tee, about even with a short game. If they have the simplest short game pop, they can have a round of 7 under. That is Chris Kirk. Chris Kirk with a 5 under, 3 under through 2 rounds. I absolutely love that so far. A very similar profile here too. Crushing it off the tee, about a stroke and a half on approach, room to pop on approach, room to pop on the greens. See, I said we're not chasing bad putters, but I don't mind a -0.2. I don't mind a -0.2. That is totally fine. That is Doug Gim, a very accurate driver as well. So I'm loving that profile for sure. Right here, even ball striking. I mean, better than even, like a plus 1.3 ball striking, plus 0.5 on the greens. A ton of room to grow on the greens. Having a nice around the green. I don't care about around the green at all, but a ton of room around the greens. On the greens, I'm sorry. And everyone knows this golfer can spike for a round on the putting surface. You walk down the street, you're like, who's one golfer who can have a spike putting round? They're going to say David Lipsky. everyone knows David Lipsky can pop for a round on the putting surface. In the 6K range, maybe low 7K range, I like that tremendously. Nice little profile right here. Definitely driving it nice, plus 2.5 off the tee. Room to grow on approach. I don't mind 0.4. That means they're hitting some good shots, some bad shots, but enough good to make it happen. That is Ricky Castillo. Ricky Pooks, as we like it. So we're naming names. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Right here, who's -1 off the tee? That is Austin Eckroat. Austin Eckroat is doing everything well but drive it, but we know he's generally a very, very, very accurate driver of the golf ball. So if he can just find a few fairways, he's doing everything else good enough. I like him in that 6K or low 7K range wherever he is. I'd avoid Tony Finau, losing too many on the greens. I'd avoid Hideki Matsuyama, losing too many on the greens. I'd avoid even Siwoo Kim, losing too many on the greens. But a profile like this, Davis Thompson, a very high volatile, high spike golfer. He's gaining almost 4 strokes ball striking through 2 rounds, losing 2.5 around the greens. Don't care. I genuinely don't care. And gaining a nice 2.5 on the putting surface. So that's the profiles that I am looking for. I'm looking for accurate to stern drivers, spike approach possibility. I don't really care about around the greens, and show me you can gain something on these putting greens or be about a 0 on these putting greens. So those are the profiles. Before we get out of here, I got to tell you the one golfer that we are on. This is the guy I'm playing. I'm playing him in matchups. I'm playing him in sleeper. I'm playing him in DFS. He goes by the name of Russell Henley. Russell Henley, through 2 rounds of golf, I believe he shot 3 under, 3 under. Russell Henley, T21, 3 under, 3 under, 267s. Had a great round today. He made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdies, 2 bogeys, and a double. Still shot 3 under. But Russell Henley, he's doing everything well except for the around the green. Like I said, don't care. He's T6 in driving accuracy. We know Russell Henley is a very accurate driver of the golf ball. He's hitting the irons great, gaining 2.5 strokes with the irons. And he has plenty of room to gain with the irons. We know Russ can gain 2.5 in a single round. So Russell Henley at that price, he's shooting the 9K range, is the one golfer I am on for tomorrow. Let me know who you are on for tomorrow. And as always, the song of the day for today's pod is going to be The Fool by Fame on Fire. I don't have it pulled up, but it's called The Fool by Fame on Fire. Check it out. As always, let's ship it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Not sure what time, maybe a little later show tomorrow, maybe around like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Either way, we'll have the show live as always, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ship it. Peace.